Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby and I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today I'm working remotely again. My kids are online schooling, so I'm here with them making sure everything's going smoothly. And I am going to do a workout with just one band. So I'm trying to give you guys some really good ideas of things you can do if you're home or if you're traveling or if you have a little bit of small space. I'm doing my whole workout within this whole little area here with one tool. So I'm doing a bunch of combination exercises. So I'm doing a couple less as far as the number of exercises. We're going to do 5. But go ahead and grab a band if you've got one. If you don't, you can do all of these exercises with just the range of motion. But I know that most people do have a band lying around somewhere. So today we're going to start with a reverse lunge, and then we're going to add a bicep curl. So I want you to put this under one foot and then do a bicep curl and see how that feels. So you may need to adjust the resistance a little bit. And then we're going to try a reverse lunge. So we're going to go backwards and come up. So remember, when you do a lunge, you want to step really far back and then go straight down. Notice that this knee stays right over my ankle and I've got the weight kind of driving through my heel, and then I come back up. If that's hard for you or if that hurts your knees or anything, just do a smaller one. You can just kind of go like that. Or even just a weight shift if even that's too much. But what we're going to do is to combine this, we're going to step back and then bicep curl. Back, bicep curl. So we're getting our arms in addition to our legs in this combination exercises. I like doing combination exercises. You get more done in a shorter amount of time. These are great for when you're running short on time and you need to, fit a few quick things in. I think that's 8. We'll do 2 more. Remember, if this is too much, do a smaller lunge. And then if that's too much, just do a weight shift. Okay, now we're going to switch feet and step back with the other foot. So remember, you want to make sure you've got a good resistance here. If your band is too short, you can, really hold it at the end and curl up and give yourself a little bit more slack on that band. Okay, starting nice and tall, lunge back with that opposite foot, come forward, oops, curl. So this is also getting some balance because you're getting that big split stance and still having to maintain your balance. I know we're going to end up doing about 20 biceps curls here, but generally with the band, they're not quite as hard. So we'll get a little bit more repetition in order to work those muscles. If you find you're losing your balance a lot, do it next to a chair or a railing or something where you can reach out and grab to get that balance back. 10. Okay, now we're going to keep standing on that band and we're going to do a tandem stance. So one foot in front of the other, just like that. If you find that a tandem stance is too difficult and you're losing your balance, just stagger them just a little. So one foot in front of the other, but still a narrow base of support, challenging that balance. So tandem, your heel is right in front of your toe. And then we're going to do a lateral raise. So this is for your shoulders. You're just going to pull straight out to the sides. When you do this, don't go any higher than the height of your shoulders. And if you do have any shoulder pain, try doing it more instead of straight out to the side. Try doing a little bit more on the diagonal. Make sure you're contracting your core to protect your back if you do have any back pain. If that's still too much, you can bend your elbows and do a lateral raise. And if that's still too much, just stand and do a tandem stance and work on your balance. So we'll just do all 10 here with one foot in front, and then the next time you go through, try to remember to put the other foot in front. I tend to always put my right foot in front to begin with, so I know the second time around I can put my left foot in front. Okay, next we're going to lower down to the ground. And keep that band in your hand. Okay, on the ground, and we're going to do a bridge. So remember, you want to flatten your back to the mat before you go up. And then remember, you're going to squeeze through your glutes and push your hips towards the ceiling. You don't have to push them super high. You just want to be pushing, and you really feel it in your glutes. So remember to get that posterior pelvic tilt or flatten your back to the mat before you go up into that bridge. Okay, so now we're going to take this band and put it behind our backs like this. And this works well lying down because the band is going to stay put. And we're going to do a chest press. Tubby's helping me out again today. So you can do a couple of those, kind of get a feel for where the band feels good and like a good resistance. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up into a bridge, and if you can, hold that bridge and do a chest press. If you can't hold it that long, if your legs start to shake, you can come down, then go up and do a chest press. You can just do them both at the same time. But if you can, really dig through your heels, squeeze those glutes, and hold that bridge. Then we're going to do 10 of these chest press. 10. Okay, come on down. If you do get a hamstring cramp or you feel like you really need to stretch your glutes out after that, you can put your knee up like this, and then this will stretch your hamstrings if you happen to get a hamstring cramp during those bridges. Okay, now we're going to stand back up again, and we're going to do a single leg stance with a reverse fly. So again, hold on to that band, push this up a little bit higher, and I'm going to have you stand on one foot, hold the band out about shoulder height, and pull straight back. So this is called a reverse fly. So we're going to do 10 on one foot and then switch and do 10 on the other. So if this feels really hard for you, give it a little more slack. If it feels too easy, hold it a little closer. And then when you're doing this, you want to think about squeezing those shoulder blades together and keeping those shoulders down away from your ears. So we're squeezing back, keeping those arms nice and straight. Okay, switch feet. We're going to do 10 more. Squeeze those shoulder blades, keep those shoulders down away from your ears. If this does cause any shoulder pain, you can do it bent arm, which should help if you do have any shoulder pain, or if you do have a band that's just extremely strong and you can't quite pull it all that far apart, you can bend your knees and squeeze back like this, or bend your elbows and squeeze back like this. 2 more. Good. Okay, for the final one, we're going to go back down to the ground, and we're going to do a plank row. So, in your plank, if you can't hold this, try it on your knees, and if that's still too hard, do it up on a bench. So you can modify it even further here by doing it on a bench, so it shortens the lever and makes it a little bit easier. Now, in order to make this combination exercise, first I want you to try it without the band. So in your plank, I want you to lift one arm like this towards your shoulder, like you're doing a row. So you want to row one hand, so you want to drive the elbow towards the sky or towards the ceiling. So you may need to widen your base of support with your feet in order to keep a nice flat back. You don't want to be doing this. We're trying to keep a nice flat back, really engaging that core. Now, if you feel like this, like you want to add a little bit more of a challenge, we can add the band. But like I said, if that feels like a challenge enough, try it that way, or on your knees, or up on a chair or a bench. You can also do it on the chair or the bench with your knees on the ground. So Lots of ways to modify and keep this working for you. I'm going to add a band just to show you how you can do it if you want to add the extra challenge. So holding the band close together in my hands here, and I'm going to row up, pulling that band, driving my elbow towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Again, you can do it without the band, especially if you feel like you're breaking form. Try it if you're not able to do that with good form and you're really rocking back and forth, try the next level down. Okay, I'm just going to go through those one time today because I took a lot of time to explain all of the variations. And let me know if you have any questions, comments, like my page, subscribe to my page, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.